Hello and welcome on 360 Sports on Trust TV. I am Adeni Ajishafe. Well, a lot of activities will be coming up this weekend in the world of sport, especially football, where a lot of fixtures will be coming up here in Nigeria, and also not forgetting the top 5 leagues in Europe across different states. They are there. We just have to look at these activities, talking about the preview of these matches. But before we do that, we'll be looking at all the activities that happened during the week, having a review of sporting stories that trended during the week from Sunday through Friday. Well, a lot of events that actually happened, but we'll be starting from the first story that came up concerning NFL, Nigerian Football Federation. They will actually shortlisted some coaches that will be tinkering the tank of Super Eagles of Nigeria. With about 4 of them, the ex-Barcelona coach, Ernesto Valverde, not forget the PSG coach, well, the man called Laurent Blanc, and also, well, we talk about Jose Pizarro and Ernesto Philip Cocu, rather. 4 of them shortlisted by Super Eagles. NFF actually shortlisting them for the Super Eagles coaching job. Hopefully, let the best man be picked. That was the news that came up on Monday, and everyone was like, what happened? Why did they not put any Nigeria? Well, they said they are actually opting for a foreign coach this time around after dropping the technical crew that involved Eguavoin and Amunike Aloyagu alongside. Well, we're waiting for this because Ernesto Valverde, Philip Cocu, and Laurent Blanc, alongside Jose Pizarro, have been shortlisted by the NFL for the Super Eagles job. We're waiting for the man that will actually get the nod among the 4. That was the first story that broke out, and we are really reviewing that particular story. From the way it is very possible that it will go to, the way of Jose Pizarro, because it was formerly at least enlisted before it was dropped, and afterwards, now we're looking at what's going to happen concerning that particular job. That's the only job remaining now in the stable of NFF. Well, that's the first story that came out. Now let's look at another one that actually came up during the week, where Nigeria had to play against Canada in a friendly over there in Canada. Well, it ended 2-2 draw. The first leg ended 2-0 in favor of the host nation, Canada, and they are the Olympic champion. But this time around, our ladies put up a very scintillating performance against Canada. In fact, we scored those 2 goals for before they were able to pull one back to make it 2-2. Our ladies really showed their class in that particular game. Kudos to them. They show their class as they are using these games to fine-tune their performances against towards the Nations Cup that will be coming up in Morocco. And the ladies are really trying their best to see how they can better their lot ahead of the African Women's Cup of Nations, the one they call ALCON, will be coming up in Morocco. Well, playing against Canada, it at least has opened some the Super Falcons' eyes to see where they really need to work on. According to Coach Randy Wardrum, they will be getting the best out of these particular friendlies that happen against Canada, both first leg and second leg happening over there in Vancouver, and also at the Language Stadium over there in Victoria. Good one for Super Falcons of Nigeria. They've really been doing us proud when it comes to playing football. They've been fantastic, winning the Nations Cup for good 9 times. And also this time around, they'll be going to Morocco to represent us. Hopefully, they will be able to do well as they've been preparing. They will be going to camp soon, and they will want to make Nigeria proud. Leaving that particular story that we just reviewed now, we go straight to the next one that also trended. It was the biggest night of Champions League event in Europe, where teams played in the quarterfinals. But some teams were really underrated, why they shocked the whole world. The likes of Villarreal, well, Chukwueze was able to, he came on and he scored a goal that actually lifted his club, Villarreal, the Yellow Submarine as they call them. They moved to semi-final against all odds, against Bayern Munich with their fire powerhouse. Talking about Bayern, no one gave Villarreal the chance to actually scale through from quarterfinals to semi-final, but that's football. They really believe in themselves, and kudos to the coach, Unai Emery, who showed class against Bayern, the giant Bayern from Germany. They were burned out after playing first leg 1-0. The second leg also came on, and they showed class. They were able to shock Bayern, and it ended 2-1 aggregate. Kudos to Villarreal, who really did well in that particular encounter. Well, Nigerian imports, talking about Samuel Chukwueze, he was able to at least show his class against that particular Bayern team, they really surprised them, and kudos to the entire squad when no one gave them the chance. That was the first match. The second match also happened between Real Madrid and, just have to look at the Blues, Chelsea. Chelsea almost made it, but well, they tried their best in the second leg. The first leg they lost 1-3 against Chelsea, but the second leg they came out. They really showed their class. They almost got it, but they just couldn't. Real Madrid showing experience, and the reason why they are the Galacticos, as they were able to edge Chelsea to qualify for the Champions League semi-final. Good one for all the teams that have played. We're talking about Villarreal and also Real Madrid, who right now have both qualified for semi-final of the UEFA Champions League. And the next day, another 2 games also came up. You just have to give it up to the likes of Liverpool and also Manchester City. Manchester City Atletico was a game that no one will easily forget because it was a game that generated a lot of issues after the game, during the game, and even before the game. A lot of fight here and there, but eventually Man City were able to scale through to the semi-final. Good one for Man City. It was a very tough match for them in the first leg, where their coach, Guardiola, had to use some derogatory statement against Atletico, their coach, Diego Simeone. But afterward, the second leg, in fact, was even more brutal from Atletico Madrid players, as they were able to hold. They tried their best. It ended in a stalemate, but because of the fact that Man City, they've done the job in the first leg, they qualified for the semi-final, and they are celebrating. Savage there, giving a nod to Raheem Sterling. Savage also went down the tunnel to have fights with other players, Grealish and co. But that's football. It's always so emotional. For Atletico Madrid, they really wanted to make it to semi-final. They tried everything. They used their own style, where a lot of people were not too happy with. They talked about the 5-5 formation coming from Kevin De Bruyne, saying he has never seen where a coach will feature 5-5 formation. That's football. Whatever style you can use, if you like, use 11 formation, at least just play your game. But it didn't work out for Atletico because they were bundled out by Manchester City. Still looking at the fact that right now they are happy because Man City were able to scale through. Then the last one, Liverpool were able to do it well against Benfica, as they also were able to pummel them. They went out against Benfica. Liverpool did so well, and right now they are also semi-finalists. Good one for Liverpool. The Reds really did well. They won on 6-4 aggregate, and they were able to do well. If you look at the fact that Liverpool show class, they show class against Benfica, even from the beginning of the first leg, before the second leg, they did so well, and they just have to celebrate the fact that yes, they did well, both first leg, second leg, and now they won it 6-4 on aggregate. Firmino and the entire squad, they were outstanding, they show class, and now Liverpool, the Reds, the team that never walk alone, they qualify actually for the semi-final. Well, good one for Liverpool there. Right now, we just have to quickly move away from Champions League. But for those Champions League semi-finals, let's look at the semi-finalists right now, where Real Madrid, they will be taking on Manchester City. Liverpool will take on Villarreal. Well, a lot of people are already tipping Liverpool, Man City, or Liverpool Real. But it's very dicey. You never can tell. That was what happened between Villarreal and Bayern. No one gave them the chance, and they shock the giant from Germany. So this time around, Liverpool needs to be very careful if they are to qualify for this particular semi-final, or rather for final. They just have to be very careful not to underrate the Yellow Submarine, where Samuel Chukwueze is an import over there in Spain and is doing well for that club. Now we move away from Champions League. Let's talk about the Europa. Despite the fact that some games were played, well, eventually have the semi-finalists too that actually emerged after playing those games. Quickly, let's look at the semi-finalists in the Europa Cup. West Ham against all odds shock Lyon. They qualify. Eintracht Frankfurt also shock Barcelona. They dropped them. And now Eintracht Frankfurt will be facing West Ham United, while Rangers, they were able to at least do well against Sporting Braga. They will scale through. Rangers will be facing RB Leipzig, who also dumped Atalanta out of the competition. What a way to go. You look at these games, no one actually expected the likes of West Ham and Frankfurt to qualify for semi-final. But for the fact that they go to the quarterfinals, they deserve to be there. And that's why right now the semi-finalists in the Europa Cup actually emerge. West Ham, kudos to David Moyes and the entire squad. And not forgetting the teams that also qualify: Rangers, Eintracht Frankfurt, and RB Leipzig. Still talking about the Europa, we look at the Europa Conference League semi-finals also emerging. We have Leicester City against AS Roma. AS Roma, they were able to at least bulldoze their way against Bodo Glimt, who almost at least dropped them. Feyenoord, good one for Feyenoord. They did well. They draw Sparta Prague, and you have Olympique Marseille also joining them. So Leicester City, AS Roma, Marseille, Feyenoord. Congrats to those teams that qualify for the semi-final of the European Conference League. Just reviewing what actually happened during the week in the UEFA Champions League, and not forgetting the Europa League and also the Europa Conference League. It's been a scintillating week. A lot of matches being played earlier on. Now let's move away from that. We quickly come back as we talk about Nigerian Football Federation. After unveiling the list of the coaches, they will be they actually shortlisted for Eagles' job. They also promised that they will be improving on the at least women football by actually making sure they invest more in women football, coming from the Nigerian Football Federation, looking at what our ladies have been doing in all the levels, under 17, under 20, and for the Super Falcons, for what they've done so far. They are saying they will at least invest more in women football. That's a good one. You look at the fact that our ladies have really been doing so well when it comes to football, really. So they need to be celebrated. Much more attention needs to be given to the ladies coming from Nigerian Football Federations there. And we hope that this particular investment will actually propel our ladies to better performances in the talking about all the activities in the world of football. Now we quickly move away from women football now as we talk about Super Eagles. Super Eagles also, they will be playing against Mexico. That news also came out during the week that match will be coming up in Texas, because Super Eagles right now, despite the fact that they could not qualify for the World Cup, they will be at least playing some friendly to fine-tune them ahead of the 2023 Nations Cup qualifier. We need to get our boys together. Well, Nigerians may not be happy, but we just have to move on from that disaster that happened at the MK Abiola Stadium in Abuja. But from the way it is, Eagles will be playing against Mexico. And still talking about Eagles now. Eagles also, NFF also rolled it out just yesterday that Eagles will be playing, they will be playing against Ecuador. Ecuador will be facing Nigeria over there in New Jersey at the Red Bull Arena in New Jersey for another friendly. Well, Super Eagles really need to get all these friendlies done, because we just have to get our acts together when it comes to men's football, especially Eagles. Eagles needs to be more serious, they be more disciplined, and show more class whenever they play for Nigeria. Well, it's not a strolling park. You just have to show that the reason why they called you to play for Nigeria, it means you are good enough to show class for Nigeria. So Eagles against Ecuador and also against Mexico. Those are the two friendlies that Nigerian Football Federation has actually earmarked ahead for Eagles. They will be playing these games ahead of the qualifiers for 2023 AFCON that will be coming up in Cote d'Ivoire. Hopefully this time around, Eagles will fly ahead of other teams that will be in their group rather for the AFCON. Well, against Mexico, Ecuador, we wish them the best, talking about the Eagles being shortlisted for friendlies against those two countries. We'll be looking at the events that actually happened during the week, reviewing the week. Now let's look at another one that came up. We have Nigerians who are into different sports. Is it badminton, volleyball, basketball, handball? Not forgetting football, or even shot put, discus, hammer. 100 meters, 200 meters, mention any sport. Nigerians are there. We have what it takes to actually rule the world, but we need to be doing things right. That's why as we speak right now, that particular story came out that 8 Nigerians, they've been shortlisted for IOC, International Olympic Committee scholarship, where they will be given the opportunity to at least enjoy some goodies from the IOC. Looking at that particular story, IOC offers 8 Nigerians athlete scholarship. Well, these Nigerians, we have 8 of them. Quickly, let's look at Aruna Quadri. Among them, we have Aruna Quadri, Oluwatobiloba Amusho. Aruna Quadri is African #1 as we speak. And right now, the man is really doing it when it comes to table tennis. You look at his rating in the world, he's standing 12 there. And you have Oluwatobiloba Amusho, a specialist in hurdler, a very good hurdler right now. She has been doing so well in hurdling sport. And you look at Ese Brume, a very good long jumper for Nigeria. She won bronze medal at the Olympics, and right now Ese Brume has been fantastic for Nigeria, so she deserves to also be there. Imobang Uko, young athlete when it comes to racing athletics, she has been doing well for herself, and right now she's among those shortlisted, and in fact given the opportunity to get this scholarship from IOC. Ofiom Edem is another Nigerian, a table tennis player. This lady has really done well for herself when it comes to ping pong sport. Blessing Oborodudu, another Nigerian, included there. She is a silver medalist when it comes to wrestling at the Olympics, and she has won so many medals for Nigeria, especially at the Commonwealth Games. Blessing Oborodudu, and also Odunayo Adekoroye, a specialist in freestyling with wrestling. Odunayo Adekoroye has been doing well when it comes to wrestling, though her performance at the Olympics was a bit dismal. But we know this lady, what she can do, and right now she's been enlisted among those 8 Nigerians, not forgetting Elizabeth Anyanacho. Anyanacho is a taekwondoist, and right now she's among them. All these 8 athletes, they will be flying high the flag of Nigeria in any competition. But the good thing is that they will enjoy this scholarship from now till Paris 2024 Olympics, when the Olympics will be coming up in Paris, France. But from now on, they will be getting a lot of allowances coming from the International Olympic Committee alongside their coaches. They can travel. It will be paid for by IOC, insurance covered also. And also not forgetting all the issue of injury or medical. They'll be getting all these opportunities coming from IOC, International Olympic Committee. That's a good one. At least it shows that IOC really puts an eye on some Nigerian stars. And hopefully more Nigerians will be given this opportunity. We have them there, and we want to see more achieving. Well, this is not about football now. We're talking about different sports here. We mentioned table tennis, we mentioned hurdling. We're also not forgetting the fact that we mentioned wrestling, table tennis, wrestling, athletics, and also taekwondo. All these athletes making sure Nigeria is always put in the world map. We've been looking at the review of the week. Story that actually trended earlier on during the week. Now we move away from that story as we look at, well, Confederation of African Football, CAF, also deemed fit to at least announce that African inter-school sport will be starting, and they will kickstart it in Mozambique, precisely in Maputo, where Africans all across, schoolboys and girls all across Africa, they will be able to showcase their talent. And this particular initiative has been hailed by Africans because this will allow us to at least see a lot of talent discovered in this continent. Well, this is very good. It's like going back to the grassroots in an African way. And this has been really been given kudos to by a lot of people who follow African football, coming from CAF. And we also say Nigerians should also go back to the time where we used to have Principal's Cup, Governor's Cup, in fact, Chairman's Cup. It is very possible if CAF can do this. In Nigeria, we can also revive our own by bringing back all those cups I mentioned earlier. But for CAF, inter-school sport or football is starting again. It's starting rather, and it will be involving the ladies and also the boys. Good one there, where different countries in Africa, they will be getting to play against one another when it comes to inter-school football. Good one. The ladies will be ready. Schools in Nigeria, they should just get themselves ready, because right now, one of them will be representing Nigeria. And we also hope that the one that represents the ladies too will do well when it comes to CAF inter-school football competition organized by Confederation of African Football, led by Patrick Musepe. Well, we move away from there. We talk about another story that actually happened, well, still during the week. Nigerian Football Federation also rolled out name of coaches after waiting for the list to come up from the technical committee. They rolled out the likes of Salisu Yusuf, Finidi George, Ikesherumu, and others for national team coaches. Now, let's quickly look at those lists one by one, starting from the under-13 and under-15 coaching crew. We have Patrick Bassi as the head coach of the under-13 and under-15 boys. They call them the Future Eagles. Patrick Bassi will be at the helm of affairs there to be assisted by 4 assistant coaches. We have Abdullahi Umar, Mohamed Kachala, Ifan Yuba, Mohamed Kwaranga, and you have Abubakar Abdullahi as their goalkeepers trainer. That's the under-13 and under-15 boys. For the under-17 Golden Eaglets coaching crew that was released by NFF, Unduka Ugbade, a 1985 star for Nigeria, is the head coach of that team. We have Ahmed Dankoli as assistant coach, Omoni Yaruna Lyrica as assistant coach 2. We have Yemi Daniel, who is also an assistant coach, while goalkeepers trainer is Muhammad Isa. Those are the coaching crew for the under-17. For the under-20, we have Ladan Boso, who has been there before. He's been retained as a coach. He will be preparing for the Wafu Cup. Ladan Boso, Fatai Amao, Oladuni Oyekale, and you have Oyekale and Jolomi Ali as assistant coaches, while Barua Abidin has been appointed as the goalkeepers trainer for the under-20 Flying Eagles coaching crew. Now let's look at the Chan under-23 team, where you have Salisu Yusuf is the head coach, Kennedy Boboye, former coach of Aqua United, assistant coach 1, Fatai Osho, assistant coach 2, Abubakar Mohammed, assistant coach 3, Fidelis Ilechuku. You have him, he's with Plateau United, and he will also be assisting. He is with them as assistant coach, while Eboborise Uwajemomere is the match analyst. Ikeshurumu will be the goalkeepers trainer, talking about the Chan. That's the Super Eagles team B, and you have under-23 team. For the Super Eagles coaching crew, well, they are yet to announce the man that will be as the main coach. That's the 4 shortlisted coaches, the foreigners. But for the Nigerians, we have Salisu Yusuf as the first assistant, Finidi George as the second assistant, while Usman Abdallah, Katsina United coach right now, is the third one. Usman Abdallah, their third assistant. You have Eboborise Uwajemomere as the match analyst, and you have Ike Shurumu also as the goalkeepers trainer there. Those are the lists rolled out by Nigerian Football Federation during the week to let us see, okay, these are the coaches we outline for these jobs, under-13 to 15, under-17, under-20, not forgetting the Chan and under-23 team, including the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Hopefully, they will be able to showcase their talent as coaches, and we hope to win and qualify for so many events and also lift so many trophies for this great country. Now, let's actually go to the one that ended the week. We're talking about the para game that it actually started like a week ago. But right now, as we speak, it has ended. It ended just yesterday. National Para Sports Festival ends in Abuja, where 21 states participated in the event. Well, 15 sporting events, para, swimming, deaf sports, not forgetting a lot of them, about 15 of them. But as we speak, the athletes are celebrating for the fact that they were able to at least participate in this competition. You have to give it up to them because it was tagged ability in disability. Nigerian para sportsmen and women have really done well for this country. In para powerlifting alone, we won so many gold medals. We really have to appreciate them. The fact that Federal Ministry of Youth and Sport deemed it fit to allow these para sportsmen and women to have a platform or a template where they can always be celebrated. That's a human's job. We have to celebrate them for what they've been doing for this great country. That's why it's being tagged ability and disability, because these men and women really show that despite they have the fact that they have some physically challenged part of their body, they can still do more to win laurels for Nigeria. That's why they are being celebrated. Well, we were there to actually see what happened. Quickly, we have to go on the break to see, to let you have what happened at the stadium in the closing ceremony of the para sport.
People living with disability have been able to showcase their skills. They've really showed interest, and they are really happy about this festival. Yes, first and foremost, I must tell you the truth that we have to consider the persons living with disability in most of the things we do, and also to create a level playing ground for them. They should be carried along, and they don't need to be pitied. They need cooperation. They want you to lift them from wherever they are. But the only area where we think from this game is the area of deaf. Deaf sports is an embodiment of all sports, and there are a lot of other sports that should have been taking place here, but because of we cannot, for the maiden edition, take care of all the sports, we decided to do some selections, and that is why we have fewer sports coming out from deaf. So subsequently, we'll try and make sure we increase the number of deaf sports that should participate.
Well, I've always told everybody we have the miracle governor of Bayelsa State, who was the former commissioner for youth and sports. He has worn the shoe and he knows where it pinches, and he has shown absolute commitment and dedication to the development not only of sports but of sporting infrastructure in Bayelsa State. I think what you are seeing is snippets of the seeds that we've sown that is germinating. We didn't even come here with our full strength. So just watch out for us in the next edition, and I just want to, at this point, pay my respects and thank His Excellency Senator Doidiri for the absolute support he has given to development of sports, to the Director of Sports and his team who have done an admirable job in Bayelsa State, and I want to thank the athletes who, in spite of some of the slight logistical delays, who were not able to come with a full team, still did their best to come out with 31 medals and over 50 medals in the process. I want to thank them, and also to thank the Ministry of Youth and Sports for putting this together.
In all the festivals, like the National Sport Festival, it is our stronghold. That's the area that we have highest medals when you talk about the normal festival. But when the federal minister decide to host this festival, then I know that we have a great chance, because majority, some of our athletes, some of them are national, international, built for Commonwealth Games, like Yakubu Adeshokon, who is holding the record in his class. Still, we broke the record in London 2012, and the record is still there. Nobody has broken it.
All glory to God, and all glory to our coaches and our GM as well, because he gave us the backup even when the hope is lost, because at the dive minutes we don't think we'll be coming down here because there's no preparation for it, but all of a sudden the whole thing just changed, and we thank Sheyi Makinde for the golden opportunity given to us.
Good one there. We just have to appreciate the fact that these athletes, para sports are really being celebrated. There is always ability in disability. We just have to appreciate what these athletes are doing. It's not easy despite their condition, but they are not relenting. They still represent Nigeria. They are different states. They came up 21 states, as we said earlier. They came for this particular competition and they were able to showcase their talent. Good one there. Well, so happy for the fact that they were able to come together to celebrate for the first time in the history of Nigeria. No one has ever been able to do it, but right now it happens that the para athletes, they have their first sports festival. Now, if you look at the way the medal table actually stood before right now, after it ended there, well, Bayelsa State show class, they actually won 30 gold, 29 silver. You have 30 bronze. You have first position belonging to Bayelsa with 89 in total. And you have Kano coming second, well, from the way it is, or York came second, but that was before this was released. But we just have to appreciate the fact that this event came up. We have Oyo, Ondo, Imo, FCT, Edo, Akwa Ibom, all the states participating in this competition. Kudos to them as we actually roll out that particular story that trended during the week. Well, right now, majority of them are back to their state, but hopefully next time they will be having this, it will get better concerning welfare. Yes, the issue of welfare will be better for them, better place to stay, feeding and all that, and allowances are coming better. Congrats to the entire state that came for the Para Sports Festival in Abuja. Hopefully next year will be better than this. Now we move away from reviewing the week. A lot of activities that we have actually talked about earlier that happened during the week, not forgetting all the activities that involve the Nigerian teams, the under 13, under 15, under 17, under 20, and not our ladies too. Well, good one there. Now let's come to the weekend events. A lot of matches will be coming up in the world of football. Matches will be played here and there in the NNL, MPFL, EPL, and not forgetting the remaining top leagues in Europe. Let's start with Nigerian National League fixtures. Well, matches will be coming up in 3 different groups. Let's look at Northern Conference Group A2 match day 11, where GM Liberty will be playing against Green Berets, DMDFC versus Adamawa United FC, Kebbi United at home against Malumfashi FC, while Road Safety FC of Abuja will be playing against Kogi United. Doma United will be hosting NAF FC in those encounters there. You look at another one coming up in the Group B1 is the fact that you have Adoration FC against Bende Insurance. You have J Atete playing against Abeokuta Stormers. Ibom Youth versus Osun United. Ikorodu City travels to Campus FC to play against them, while Giant Breeders will be at home against Van Dresa. Ekiti United in Ado Ekiti will be hosting Gateway FC of Ogun State, while in the B2 match day 12, you have Otasolo FC versus Rovers FC. Be a good one for Rovers and Otasolo. Ijebu United will be playing host to Crown FC of Ogbomosho. Abia Comet versus Sinosho FC, while Inewi United play host to Apex Crane. Bayelsa United, Sporting Lagos, Warri Wolves, FC1 Rocket. Those are the matches that will be coming up this weekend in the match day 11 and 12 of the NNL. That is Nigerian National League. They are the second tier of the league matches there. We have 4 groups: Group A1, A2, B1, and also B2 that covers the Southern and Northern Conference of Nigeria. Let's go on a short break. Let's have at least something coming from the Nigerian National League. Lot of actions there coming from the Nigerian National League, Zamfara United versus City FC, and also not forgetting Sporting Lagos versus Abia Comet. We just have to let you see those actions coming from the second tier of Nigerian Football League, NNL. Now let's go to the senior level now. MPFL matches will be coming up this weekend. Talking about Saturday and Sunday matches, a lot of matches, but let's look at them one by one. Gombe United will be playing against Akwa United. Shooting Stars of Ibadan at the Lekon, the Adamasingba Stadium, they will be playing against Lobi Stars at the Lekon Salami Stadium. There, Kano Pillars, they are back to Kano. They will be playing against Katsina United. Big one there. Who will win this game? Kano Pillars are back home. Let's see what they can do at their home. Sani Abacha Stadium, and they do it. It is very possible. Enugu Rangers versus Sunshine Stars, while Abia Warriors play host to Niger Tornadoes. Kwara United travel to Bauchi to play against Wiki Tourists. You have Jakada Heartland. Nasarawa United will be playing against Remo Stars. They are playing in Jos right now at the new Jos Stadium. They will be hosting Remo Stars, led by Benga Gubote, while Balani Q is the coach of Nasarawa United. They will be seeing, okay, if they can at least do something against Remo Stars, who has been fantastic despite just coming to the MPFL. You have Plateau United against MFM, big one for Plateau United. They will be playing against MFM. Rivers United versus Eyimba. That will be a match a lot of people want to see because of the fact that right now Eyimba, we know how strong they are when it comes to football. But for Rivers United, they are topping the table and they are really doing well when it comes to MPFL. Transferring that to how the table looks even before the match day 23, looking at the way the table is right now. You look at the fact that Rivers United are really running away with it after playing 22 matches with 24 goal difference they've acquired so far, followed by Plateau United with 45 points, 4 point adrift Rivers United with 49 points. Rangers are standing third with 37 points, playing 22 matches, 13 goal difference. Remo Stars are fourth, and they will have to up their game against Nasarawa United if they want to remain there. Kwara United are really knocking at the door. They have 35 points, standing fifth on the log, just 1 point, 1 goal different. They've conceded so much goals. Now you have Sunshine Stars of Akure in sixth position, 32 points, alongside Eyimba International, who will be facing Rivers United also in their match day 23, 32 points against Rivers, who have 49 points. You have Akwa United in 8th position, Gombe in 9th, and you have 10th position belonging to Wiki Tourists of Bauchi. From 11 to 14 is Nasarawa United. Shooting Stars, you have Kano Pillars, who will be playing at home for, it's been a while, but right now they are back home. Kano Pillars in 13th position. Niger Tornadoes actually standing 14. In the 15th position is Abia Warriors with 25 points. Dakada, Lobi, MFM, Katsina, and Heartland in that pecking order, looking at all the matches that will be coming up this weekend. Well, we just have to look at the fact that it's going to be a big one between Rivers and Eyimba. Although all the matches are very, very important, but there are some star matches. Rivers, Eyimba, Kano Pillars, Katsina is a big one there in the Northern Derby. You have Shooting Stars versus Lobi, Gombe, Akwa United, Dakada Heartland, Wiki Tourists, Kwara United. Those are the matches for this weekend. Match day 23 coming up in the MPFL, the Apex League in Nigerian football. Now we move away. Let's quickly look at this particular story that will be coming up right now, talking about India 2022 World Cup. Well, our ladies will have to play against Egypt. Yes, for them to qualify, they have to play against Egypt. If they win against Egypt, then they'll be facing whoever wins between Ethiopia and South Africa. From the way it is, the ladies are ready. They'll be hosting Egypt on Sunday in the first leg before they travel to play Egypt. But from the way it is, the ladies are actually preparing ahead of this particular competition. We were there. Let's have it.
Okay, before the match, they don't design that.
Okay, take your ball. Same way you are running. Same way. Right?
Training session of the Nigerian team, that's under 17, the Flamingos as they are called. They actually had their training session just yesterday. As I said earlier, we were there to capture that. Now we listen to what the coach actually said concerning this match that is coming up on Sunday.
I will not start anything without appreciating my fellow Nigerians because they all made it happen all the way from Congo down to where we are now. And I know they're going to be there for us all through to the World Cup. Having said that, we've done all what we have done in terms of preparation. We are rounding up. It's not yet complete. We still have like one or two training sections to, putting with some finishing touches to our program. But as I'm talking to you, we are almost ready there. We are almost there already. I've gotten every needed information, every relevant technical input that I need to know about them. So that's my own kind of tactical approach to the game. Because I don't need to reveal that to you, but everything that I need to know about the Egyptians, I worked on it, I've had it, and I worked on it. I'm focused on my job, I'm focused on my opponent. My next opponent is the Egyptians. One eyes on the other opponent over there, but the major thing is the Egyptians. I don't want to start dreaming what is not. I need to take away the Egyptians first before the next opponent. When we finish the Egyptians, whatever is all about the next opponent, we'll get the relevant information about it and I'll work on that. For now, the Egyptian must go.
Good morning there from Coach Bankole Oluokere ahead of the game against Egypt. Well, we wish Flamingos all the best as they prosecute our game. Quickly, let's roll out the matches that will be coming up this weekend also in Europe. Well, quickly, we look at the FA Cup fixtures between the top 4 teams in the semi-final. Man City versus Liverpool, Chelsea, Crystal Palace. Those are the games. Who wins this game? Man City, Liverpool in the EPL ended 2-2 last time. Can they turn things around this time around? Crystal Palace, Chelsea is the Battle of London. Who wins those games? Well, we wait to see in the semi-final of the FA Cup for this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Now let's move away quickly. Our time is fast running out. EPL fixtures for this weekend. Let's look at those fixtures quickly in the English Premier League as we actually look at all the matches that we'll be looking at. Tottenham Hotspur, Brighton, Manchester United against Norwich City, Southampton, Arsenal, Watford, Brentford, and you have Newcastle against Leicester. Quickly, we move to Spanish La Liga. Matches will also be coming up there. La Liga, you have Atletico versus Espanyol, Villarreal, Getafe, Valencia, Osasuna, and Sevilla versus Real Madrid. Big match there between Sevilla and Real Madrid, while Elche hosts Real Mallorca. Wow, we go straight to Italian Serie A. matches will also be coming up in the Italia Serie A. As we look at them quickly, Sassuolo, Cagliari, Juventus hosts Bologna, Lazio, Torino, Udinese, Empoli, Salernitana travels to play against Sampdoria, while the two giants, Inter Milan, AC Milan, they won their games just yesterday. Now let's go German. Let's look at German Bundesliga fixtures for this weekend, where we have the likes of Union Berlin versus Eintracht Frankfurt. Bayern Munich travel away to Arminia Bielefeld. Borussia Mönchengladbach hosts FC Cologne as Hertha Berlin will be playing away to Augsburg. Borussia Dortmund, VfL Wolfsburg. Now Bayer Leverkusen against RB Leipzig. Big match in those matches there. Leverkusen versus Leipzig there. Now French Ligue 1. Quickly, we look at the game also in France, as it's going to be happening for this weekend in the French Ligue 1. Now we have Saint-Etienne against Brest. PSG versus Marseille is going to be the biggest match to look at there. PSG, Marseille, Bordeaux, Lyon, another big one. Lyon, Bordeaux, PSG, Marseille, and Strasbourg versus Troyes. Those are the games that will be coming up this weekend in the French Ligue 1. Nantes will be playing at home against Angers. But for the two matches, Bordeaux, Marseille, Lyon, PSG, those are the matches to watch in the French Ligue 1. And quickly, the last one before we wrap it up, that Nigeria right now has been grouped in another group that we can call Group of Death in the WAFU Under-17 draw that just came up just yesterday. Nigeria is in the same group with Ghana, and then a lot of people are saying we hope that we're going to qualify. Looking at the WAFU Under-17 draw there, looking at that WAFU Under-17 draw, Nigeria, Ghana in the same group, but we are hoping that we'll be able to qualify in that particular group. Well, Nigeria, Ghana, Togo in Group A. In Group B, we have Cote d'Ivoire, Benin Republic, Burkina Faso, and Niger in Group B for the WAFU Under-17. While in the Under-20, we'll be having Nigeria also and Ghana in the Under-20. So Ghana seems to be, or rather Burkina Faso in the Under-20. But from the way it is, people are really looking at, can we scale through Ghana? We can. All we need to do is to do the right thing and feature the right players. And at least the players should also be what? Be disciplined and be confident enough that they can do it. That's it on 360 Sport for the weekend. We've taken you around the world of reviewing the week and also previewing matches for this weekend. Wishing you a splendid sporting weekend. I am Adeni Ajishafe. Sport is always business and fitness. Thanks for watching.